We're just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star, but we can understand the universe, and that makes us something very special. Stephen Hawking is one of the most respected men in the scientific community. People say that his intellect is unmatched by anyone before. He came from tragic beginnings with being diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis at age 21, but that led to his greatest triumphs and discoveries. In Gregory Benford's Leaping the Abyss, he talks of Stephen Hawking's life. He was born January 8, 1942, to a family in England. His mom and dad were said to be a family of thinkers. They both attended Oxford University. His mom never graduated. His dad attended Oxford University and got his PhD in medicine. During his elementary years, he was toward the bottom of his class, grade-wise, although he was still given the nickname Einstein. His peers, his teachers, and everyone around him could still see his potential for intelligence, even though it wasn't proven in his grades. He went on to graduate and then get his undergrad from Trinity Hall at Cambridge. He then pursued a PhD at Cambridge University in cosmology. In Martin Ross' Triumph of Intellect over Adversity, he talks of his physical difficulties during his first year at Cambridge. Whenever he was 21, he began having these physical difficulties, such as not being able to use simple speech. Sometimes he would fall down for no reason, and doctors began to run many tests, and they found out that he had a degenerative nerve disease, which is ALS. And at this time, the disease was considered pretty rare, and he was given 2.5 years to live. Whenever he was given these 2.5 years, he said he changed his life. He says that he was not scared to die, but he was more scared of being a failure. He was afraid that he wouldn't reach his PhD by the time before he died. And this brought about a new motivation in his life. In addition, he had a vast knowledge in the mathematical and science communities. He was involved in hundreds of studies. In Kristen Larson's Stephen Hawking, a biography book, she talks of his life and the way he went through school, and he was most interested in cosmology and the universe and quantum mechanics. These fields allowed him to study from the smallest photons to the biggest stars, the greatest black holes in our universe. He was quoted saying, "Look up at the stars, not at your feet, and try to make sense of what you see and about what makes the universe exist. Be curious." This is the way he thought that everyone should think and the way that he thought throughout his life. He questioned everything in the universe and thought that everyone else should too, and not just accept that it exists. He brought a new understanding for black holes to us. We used to see black holes as just that, a black hole, that they just sucked up information and nothing could ever escape them. But he came up with this project of Hawking radiation. And it basically says that black holes emit radiation constantly. And they'll eventually emit so much radiation that they evaporate. But whenever they evaporate, not everything goes with it, because there's still matter, and matter is said to never be destroyed. There's still confusion to where the matter goes, but we do know that black holes are no longer the energy pits that just consume everything that enters them. In addition to all this, he's received many awards throughout his life. In 2012, he received what is considered the most lucrative award in science, was the Fundamental Physics Prize. In 2009, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest American civilian honor that anyone can have. He's currently devoting his time to the discovery of time travel and extraterrestrial life. He does not necessarily believe in time travel, but he says that anything in the universe is possible. He does believe that there is extraterrestrial life out there, but fears it. In Time magazine, Jeff Kluger did an interview with him called the $100 million quest to contact extraterrestrial life. And Stephen Hawking says that he does believe that there is intelligent life out there. but he fears that if we do find this intelligent life, of what it could do to mankind. This year, at age 73, he committed himself to a project called the Breakthrough Listen Project. And it's they've devoted $100 million to the to finding extraterrestrial life. In conclusion, Stephen Hawking's life should have been over at age 21. For many people, their life would have, whenever he was diagnosed with ALS. But for him, it was just beginning. Despite his only mode of communication was through a sensor in his cheek that picked up muscle movement, he was still one of the most respected and well-known cosmologists today. He pushed the envelope for new discovery and understanding of the world and the universe, and continues to do that, and continues to strive for everyone else to do that. I'll end with this quote. Stephen Hawking said, "However difficult life may seem, there's always something you can do and something that you can succeed at." Thank you.